Again, we don't have to do rocket scientists here to realize that a rare phenomenon, you can hardly even find information on these V's that form in the sky like this, and the clouds, and I guess it's a halo, I'm not sure what they're trying to say. I remember something about ice crystals aligning or whatever. But it's such a rare phenomenon, and then to have it match the fact that it's not only is it rare, but when it happens, when comets involved. You know, come on! Come on! And it's magnetics, okay? I'm gonna try my best, again, to prove to you, this is a magnetic, it's just transferred all the way down. That IMF connection I keep talking about, that connects the Earth, it connects all the planets back to the Sun. This is a message being sent down. That's what the way I see this right now. On the data perihelion, the pattern, the magnetic print, magnetic footprint, however you want to look at it, of what that object was that just went past the Sun in dramatic fashion, which of course we got robbed of. You know, we paid for the front row seat, and we got screwed. But it's not the only thing that we're getting screwed out, folks. You know, hopefully this is what will happen here, is that we'll all fucking wake up at the same time to realize the true evil of the sociopaths that have control of this planet. And it's just a handful of them. There's more of us than them. This shit's gotta stop. But there is one good thing here that's going on, is at least the information that we need to see so that we can see it for ourselves is there. They're allowing us to put the pieces of this puzzle together for ourselves. They're just not gonna give us the disclosure. They're not gonna give us the proper, well, folks, sorry to tell you, message, but the data's all there. So hopefully by the end of this video, we'll see it. We'll see it. I hope. NASA logo. What do you see? I see stars. I see a comet. Head of the comet, tail of the comet. What's that comet doing? It's looping from one star to the next. It's looping from this star into the solar system of these stars. But anyway, certainly visually saying that comets fly around between solar systems. Big red V going right through the middle.
Just walk in the streets, death could take you away. It's never guaranteed that you'll see the next day. At night, the evil armies of Shaitan.
Another flying
so
V.
defend the family, that's the code to obey.
Well, we're certainly V-shaped object.
Don't be surprised, son, I wasn't put here to stay at night. The evil army of Shaitan on play. So the family sits together.
Okay. So, right here, December 16th, 13.0.1.0. If you back up one day, so you've got 13.0.0. 17.19 is the day before. That's December 15th. And you just won't go one day, and if you know their calendar, when you've seen the pictures of it where it's kind of interlocking cog wheels, or cog sprockets, there you go. Just changed, clicked on the next major sprocket up, the way I look at it. So it's a significant start of a new period in the long count Mayan calendar. I didn't put two and two together to realize that, yeah, this is a calendar been used all through ancient time, and it makes, again, for a person like me that likes things to be fit something that makes sense, and you recognize the pattern, well, bingo, here you go. This is the calendar. It's based on 13 moon cycles. It gives you the 364 days in the year. And make up the 1 day difference, just kind of like we're doing on the other calendar with leap year. But it's very structured, very logical, very totally in tune with the natural cycle of our solar system. And probably more even on our universal level. So you see you've got 13 periods of 28 days broken up into 7-day weeks. So the week is still the same, but you're in total sync with the cycle of the moon, because the cycle of the moon is 28 days. This is going to be my calendar for the rest of my existence, whatever that becomes or even is. A lot of 13s here. Again, you're looking at the clock on the wall back here, kind of in an angle, so it's hard to tell exactly, perspective-wise, if you're sitting there in the room, if you imagine it, if that's quarter after 11 or possibly quarter after 12. Yeah, 12:15, 11:15, possibly. Could be 5 minutes to 3. Doesn't really matter. Let's just wipe that off the page here, time-wise, and think about it the other way that I think makes more sense for probably the message you're trying to send us. The sun and a wing, a V, coming from the sun. The eye of providence. Providence, the foreseeing care and guidance of God or nature over the creatures of the earth. God, especially when conceived as omnisciently directing the universe and the affairs of humankind with wise benevolence, divine care or direction, prudent management of resources. Let those sink in here, folks, a little bit. Once you realize the planetary alignment reference, the V, the 3 days of darkness, and then, again, I guess this can be interpreted a couple different ways, but the way I look at it is, will it get dark in the sense that the sun goes dark? Yes, and no. This is the wheel of time, so I think it means the wheel of time stops spinning, and there's plenty of biblical references and reference to other ancient documents that indicate the description of the sky going backwards, the sun and the moon being out of position and not rising and setting where they're supposed to, and things kind of being backwards. Again, there's many references from many different cultures on the planet of these types of events. Well, here you go. This is what I see because I see it from magnetics. So we have a flying V. We know that there's a V, an object that creates the effect. The V is going to be over the top of 3 planets in alignment, and we're going to have 3 days of darkness because the wheel of time is going to stop spinning. It's perfectly. Our planet stops rotating. But one thing to keep in mind, to get, again, data to look for if this is at all real, which it sure at this point to me seems vividly real. Well, if the wheel of time is going to slow down and stop for 3 days of darkness, then that means that whatever this gravitational attraction or again, whatever this is, and I said gravitational, but I don't mean gravitational, I only mean magnetic. It's what we saw. The reason we didn't see solar flares go completely off the chart when we went around the sun is because we learned, at least I learned of the 2 magnets. The primary energy output of the sun is magnetism. Well, now we have a massive magnetic intruder in the form of Ison that just went around the sun. And if you look closely at NASA's close-up Core 2 camera images, you'll see the magnetic battle that went on when Ison whipped around the sun. So it's obvious right there to me that thing had severe magnetic influence. So we're seeing earthquakes, major earthquake patterns tick up. We didn't get an 8-pointer, but we got like a 7.7 just about to it. Major X-ray flux elevation, constant X-ray flux elevation, the whole time that ISON got into Venus's orbit. Numerous M and X class flares, and then it just died down. It gets to the point where we expect the really, really big reaction with the two comets coming together, Enki and Mercury. So we got our validation all the way in. Didn't see the plasma wings yet, but I think all of you, especially the guys, everyone out there that's doing your own homework and not just taking my opinion, because again, my opinion doesn't mean shit. The only thing that means anything is to look at the data that I'm trying to show you guys and prove it. We're all going to be on the same page here. So something has a major magnetic influence, because the only reason it led me to this point is because I could see this magnetic influence in NASA's data clear back to 2010. So here's where it all points, folks. It all points to ISON. Everything. Every single thing points to ISON. We get back to this God of Providence. Eye that's looking over mankind and the animals. The eye that's wants the resources to be managed well.